Welcome once again to our today's class, guys. May I state that the illiterate of our contemporary society are no longer they that did not go to school, yet it is those who cannot unlearn the things that they learned in the past. The anomalous expansion of water. It is the abnormal property of water whereby it expands instead of contracting when its temperature drops from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees centigrade. This makes it become less dense. Water displays unique behavior when heated between this condition, the 0 degrees centigrade to 4 degrees centigrade. It tends to contract in volume and start to expand at 4 degrees centigrade. Its density is maximum at 4 degrees and decreases below that temperature, as shown in the graphs below. The graphs below show the relationship between volume of water and temperature. When you look at the curve, you'll realize that the volume of water decreases as temperature rises in between 0 degrees to 4 degrees. When it reaches 4 degrees Celsius, this is the point whereby the volume is at its minimum. Beyond this temperature, the volume starts expanding. The other graph shows the relationship between density and temperature. We will observe that the density of water increases as its temperature rises. When the temperature rises, the density also increases up to 4 degrees centigrade. Beyond this temperature, the density starts decreasing. Let us look at the consequences of the anomalous expansion of water. One of them you'll realize is the bursting of water pipes during winter. When night falls, the temperature starts falling below 4 degrees centigrade. And as we learned earlier, water starts expanding. This exerts pressure, large pressure on the pipes, causing them to burst, releasing water, leading to losses. One of the importance that you can get from the anomalous expansion of water is the preservation of the aquatic life during the very cold weather. From the graphs that we learned earlier, you'll realize that when the temperature reaches 4 degrees centigrade, at below, it won't go beyond that point. So the formation of ice layers at the top of an ocean is caused by the density of water, which at 0 degrees Celsius is at its least, making it lighter than the water and makes it to float. And when it floats, this enables it to prevent the loss of heat from the water beneath to the atmosphere. When the temperature is preserved, this leads to aquatic lives enjoying their lives normally instead of them freezing to death. Anomalous expansion of water helps maintaining the temperature deep under the ponds, thereby helping in preservation of aquatic animals. Last but not least, the anomalous expansion of water leads to iceberg floating on water. Just as said earlier, the icebergs are less dense than the water. Unlike solids which have great density than liquids, with water it's inverse. It's exactly the opposite. When water solidifies, it becomes lighter compared to liquid water. This makes the icebergs to float on top of it. And this is the major cause that leads to the preservation of wildlife, aquatic life during winter. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for our next class. To get notification, kindly subscribe and click the notification button so that you might be notified on our next class. Thank you once again.